Welcome to the book of Yehoshua, chapter 7. Remember the miraculous story of the falling of the walls of Jericho, the 7 Kohanim blowing the shofars, walking ahead of the ark, surrounding the city once for 7 days, every day for 7 days, surrounding the city, blowing the shofars. And on the 7th day, blowing it 7 times, going around the city 7 times. And on the 7th time, all of Bnei Israel also blew their shofars, and there's mayhem and chaos, and the walls come coming down, and the Jews conquer Jericho, save Rachav's family, and Hashem tells them, you didn't conquer this city on your own. It was a miracle from me, so don't take the spoils, and don't take something, because it's not something that you did. Just stay away from it. And Yehoshua warns them, don't take anything. Well, bad news. Someone broke the rules. So we'll get to that. But before that, I want to tell you about a small city. Name of the city is Ai. No, not I as in me. It's I, like A-Y-E, or in Hebrew, Ayin Yud. Anyhow, the city is a small city. It is east of Beit El, and Yehoshua sends spies to scout the potential for conquering the city. So, the spies come and say, look, you don't mobilize an entire army for a small city. It's not such a big city. So Yehoshua sends 2,000-3,000 people. They go and they fight the city of the Ai. And for the first time in basically almost ever, the Jews lose a war in their combat in Israel, and 36 of Bnei Israel die in the war, and some are taken hostage. And they come back and they realize Hashem told them they're going to win all the wars, so something must have gone wrong. So Yehoshua turns to Hashem and he says, God, how could this even happen? And Hashem says to him, well, someone broke the rules. And Yehoshua's like, what? Who broke the rules? What happened? And he said, remember, you weren't allowed to take something from Jericho? Anyhow, Hashem tells him, I'm not going to be your tattletale. Go figure it out on your own. And so he does a lot. He draws a lot. And he pulls out a note. And who is it? It is the tribe of Yehuda. And then he pulls out another note. And it is someone from the family of Zerach. And it gets closer and closer. And finally, the guy comes forward. Achan ben Zavdi from Mishpachat HaZarach. He comes and says, guys, sorry, I was the greedy guy who stole lots of goodies from the spoils of Jericho, and they search up his tent, and they find all this gold, silver, precious materials, everything, and they say, why? There's always there has to be that person who ruins it for everyone. And they tell him, why'd you do it? And unfortunately, he got greedy and he took it. And I don't know if I should say the end of the story, but yeah, kind of brutal. They stoned him, and that's the end of the parak. So we had the story of Hashem telling Bnei Israel not to take from the spoils of Jericho. We have the loss in the Ai, 36 people in a war where Yehoshua sent only 2,000-3,000. And finally, the drawing of the lots to figure out who was the one who took it, and Achan coming forward and saying, sorry guys, guilty as charged. So that was this parak. Hope to see you in the next parak.